This was a movie about an American leading a baseball team in Japan. There's an inherent storyline in the season. So we were naturally going to follow the team for 1 year, and that would be a storyline. How they do, Bobby's reaction to winning and losing. And then the other storyline, which we maybe didn't expect so much, was the state that the game of baseball is in Japan, and how they're doing in terms of making money, how the fans are excited, and also the reaction that the Japanese public have had to their top players going to the States, which is ultimately hurting the game of baseball in Japan, and for Bobby, arguably, baseball in the world. And so that was the other storyline. And I think then the third prong, I guess you would say, is what Bobby's personality and who Bobby is, and why he's there. And I think that also develops through the movie. I think at first, we say that he's making a lot of money, and I think as time goes on, you start to realize that he actually enjoys it there. He eats the food, he studies the language, and so that by the end of the movie, you really understand that he likes it there, and he's there for many reasons, not just to coach a team and not just to make money. Japan's a small country, and they're considered, I think they have like the second biggest and best economy in the world, and I think they pride themselves on being a small country and working hard and being known as this really well-respected nation. And I think that relates and goes into not just day-to-day business, but also things like baseball. They take it very seriously. I think we needed to prove ourselves that we really cared and that we were really going to put in a lot of time and effort, and a big part of that was going to Japan for 8 months. It wasn't like we were there for a month and then took a month off and then came back. I mean, we were there for the whole season. We went to every game, we traveled with the team, and so it wasn't a matter of just showing Bobby that we cared, but also showing the team that we cared, because the Japanese culture, as we said, has a big really find work ethic to be important, and so it was important for us to get there early and leave late, which is what we always try to do.
It was a massive undertaking to try to do a movie about baseball in Japan, right? But with the focus on Bobby and his team, it kind of creates a controlled environment in that way.
He was a bigger than baseball celebrity, really. I mean, when we went to Hiroshima and he was standing in front of the memorial and signed autographs for 45 minutes, those sort of moments we weren't really expecting. We didn't realize he was that big. We didn't realize the kids loved him, the moms loved him. It wasn't just the baseball guys that were enthralled with Bobby V. It was really everyone in the country. He's able to show the Japanese a different side of a different way of doing things, and I think they're also able to show him a different way of doing things, and in the end there's sort of that middle ground. That when Bobby is in any situation, Bobby's usually the leader or the one that everyone's paying their attention to, and he's the one who has all everyone's paying their attention to him. And when he's with Mary, that's not the case. It's the only time where he's sort of equal with someone. And so in that car scene, I think it's probably the only scene in the movie where Bobby's not the one talking most of the time, it's her. And she's telling him what he's like, and he's just sort of agreeing and nodding his head. And I think that was cool that his wife is really the only person that's able to kind of bring him down to that same level.
I'm gonna go shopping. Get a shirt for tonight because it's live TV, right?
Who is he?
You always shop now.
Yeah, his movies comes out and he just I don't even know him anymore.
He's not buying them.
I said, hey, Jonah this morning, and he goes, Jonah, you can call me JQP from now on. I was like, what? Damn.
Felt good today. We slept until noon.
That felt good?
Yeah.
You sleep until 2 every day. What are you talking about?